Hey, what is up, folks? Zerofats here, coming at ya on behalf of adventuresontheriver.com. That's my website. Go check it out. $10 investment. It's going to pay you back 100 times that within like the first month. So definitely check out the website, adventuresontheriver.com. But that is not why I'm here to talk to you today. Today I'm here to talk to you about the ideas of starting a business on the internet. Okay, today I want to talk to you about what it takes to make money on the internet. Because and I made some points on this. I wrote them down. So point number one, you have to put work in, right? The thing about the internet is the internet's easy, right? You click on an icon, boom, all of a sudden your browser window pops up. You're on Internet Explorer. You're on Google Chrome. You're on whatever, Firefox. You're on your browser. You're surfing around the internet. You're checking your Facebook. You're checking Amazon. You're checking this. You're checking that. You're doing your internet thing. It's easy. It's very simple. You have tons of information, infinite information at your fingertips. Just at your fingertips, you can find out anything. It's very easy. So the internet fools you into thinking that making money on it would be easy also. You're spoiled. You're on the keyboard. Everything's so easy. But it's not. Making money on the internet's not easy. So that's point number one, okay? The same tools and attributes that grant you success in real business, in the real business world, will also grant you success on the internet. Hard work, dedication, vigilance, a desire to get better and learn from your mistakes, and above all, an unwavering obsession with success. An unwavering obsession with success. Failure cannot be an option if you want to make money in business, on the internet, off the internet. You cannot fall victim to failure. I mean, you have to look it in its face and spit on it, And the thing about failure is you never fail unless you stop, unless you just give up and move on to something else. Failure cannot be an option. You must have an unwavering obsession with success. That's my opinion, and that's what's worked for me so far. Okay, point two. Here's how the internet has truly made things easier for you to succeed. Okay. There are companies like Amazon and Google who owns YouTube. You got places like YouTube and Amazon. They put forth the capital. They put forth capital to create these major platforms on the web, which everybody knows about. Everybody knows about Amazon. It cost them money to get to a place where everyone knew about their website. Same with Google. Google purchased YouTube, but it cost money to get YouTube to where it was, right? So these sites, they've created this platform, and they've given you and me the ability to piggyback on their success and to make money off of that, right? They allow you to piggyback on their success and to make money off of that with zero risk. If you want to start selling product on Amazon, that's not going to cost you anything. You can go find some product in your house and sell it. If you want to publish an ebook on Amazon, it's not going to cost you anything. You can publish it, you can write it, you can publish it. So all it's going to cost you is some time. You can put it up there for sale. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you grab your camera or you borrow a camera off your buddy, you make some videos, you put them up there, and it didn't cost you anything, right? Zero risk. All the risk is on Google, and all the risk is on Amazon and all these other larger companies who have put forth that capital to get their businesses to the point where it's at today. Okay, so that's the thing about YouTube. I mean, consider Google has $22 billion in liabilities right now. That's public information. Go to msnmoney.com. Google's a publicly traded company. They have no secrets. All their, their balance sheet, everything right there, their income statement, everything is right there. It's publicly traded. So you can see how much liability, how much current assets, how much, everything is right there. You can see it all on the stock market. So to think that they're not putting forth capital is obviously, we all know that they're putting forth a lot of money and they're putting in a lot of risk out there, and it's paying off in large amounts. But us, the small guy, they just allow you to piggyback on that and to create your YouTube channels and to be successful. And yes, they're successful too. They split that revenue with you. When you make money off of your business, they split it with you. You're able to do that. So that's kind of how the internet's made things easier for you. They've allowed you to start small businesses. The internet's allowed you to start small businesses with zero risk and, in some cases, zero financial capital. You don't have to have any money to get started. I mean, think about the beauty of YouTube. I mean, all you need is an idea. Just an idea. I mean, make a few videos. Pretty soon you're making money off of it. You didn't pay anything up front. You went from absolutely nothing and created an asset out of thin air. All you put forth was time. And that's a beautiful thing. You couldn't do that 20 years ago. So yeah, that's how the internet's really made things easier for you. So, last video I was on here and I talked about I talked about a simple business strategy to bring in money for you. I talked about and I spelled it out for you guys. I talked about creating a product using non-copyrightable material, right? I talked about mass producing that product using Kindle Publishing Pro software. It's basically software you can buy. It's like $27, I think. You mass produce your ebooks using the software. Now, buying this software, guys, I mean, the funny thing is that people, as soon as I talk about buying a product, all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, I'm out, can't do it. And it gives people pause. They don't want to do it anymore because, oh, it's going to cost them money. Man, buying a product or a software like Kindle Publishing Pro, like buying a product like this, that's no different than a mechanic buying some tools to fix a car. It's no different than a painter buying paintbrushes. I mean, it's no different than a construction worker or a carpenter buying a hammer to build a house. I mean, it's an investment. You buy it because you need it. It's a tool. You buy it because you need it, and then what you do is you save your receipt, and when you file your taxes, you write it off. It's a business expense. You're going to deduct it from your earned income. If that doesn't make sense to you, check out my other videos. Actually, I don't think I have a video up here right now. That was my old channel. I don't think I have a video up here on taxes, but maybe I'll have to come back to that in the future. But whatever, it's a tool. You need it to make it happen. It's a business expense, not a big deal. Very small investment, but it's going to allow you to mass produce these ebooks. Okay, so. Sure. So I'm looking at my notes here. I made some notes for you guys. So yeah, cool. You mass produce the ebooks, then you sell them on Amazon. It's a free platform. It will cost you nothing to put those books up there. So, look at each one of those ebooks like another line in the lake, another fishing line in the lake. You're fishing for people's dollars, not for fish, but I mean, it's like another line in the lake. Every ebook on another subject is another line in the lake. It's going to attract another group of people. If that makes sense. Now you got your ebooks out there for sale. Guess what? Now here comes the second part that people had trouble with the video. Okay, now you set up a YouTube account and you're going to make a few videos to promote your ebooks. Okay, guys, that's no different than like a commercial, Listen, I got this wrote down somewhere, but I looked at it before I shot this video tonight, and I saw there's like 2.5 million ebooks for sale on Amazon right now. 2.5 million ebooks available for Kindle purchase on Amazon. Okay, And that's only a very small portion of what's actually available in physical product on Amazon. I think there's like 40 or 50 million now physical product books on Amazon for sale. But the point is, 2.5 million ebooks are available for download on Kindle, and every day that increases in number. That means every day it gets harder and harder for people to find your ebooks. Okay, so first of all, you want to choose ebooks that you think people have an interest in. We were talking about cookbooks because it's easy, non-copyrightable content. Well, you pick a theme you think people have interest in, like, raw eating. There's a lot of people there who like to eat raw now. There's a lot of people who have adopted a green lifestyle. There's a lot of people out there who have decided they want to be vegetarians or whatever. There's a lot of people out there fighting diabetes. There's a lot of people out there fighting cancer. You find some type of theme and you base your ebooks around the theme, okay? Once you got that theme and you're rolling with the ebooks, okay, well, you still have to promote. 2.5 million ebooks on Amazon. If you just leave those up there and you don't promote them at all, yeah, you might have some trickle-in sales, especially if you got about 1,000 of them up there. You're going to have a few sales, especially if you're dominating categories. But having like a 2 or 3 minute YouTube video and then in the description have a link that points back at your ebook that you're talking about, it's huge. I mean, it is huge. You're talking about taking two of the biggest platforms on the internet right now, Amazon and YouTube, and combining them together to sell product. Alright, it's huge. So yeah, that's kind of a really easy, that's an easy strategy, but there's work involved. If you're like deterred by having to make a video, then I mean, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Are you, do you think that you're going to be able to make money effortlessly and not have to do anything? That's foolish. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut anybody down, but that's very foolish. You're going to put work into any kind of business you want to create, whether you put it in the front or you put it in the back. And this one we're talking about here happens to be in the front. You create all the ebooks, you make videos to promote them. The beauty of it is the videos live on for a very long time. So let's say you make 50 ebooks. Let's say you do 50 of them, right? You got 50 ebooks up there for sale on Amazon. Each ebook has 20 recipes in it. Let's say 20 recipes in each ebook. Okay? Let's say for each ebook you shoot a little video demoing one of the recipes, or at the very least just talking about the ebook, and then put a little link in the description back to the ebook. Okay? That's basically a commercial. The ebook's going to live on for a very long time. As long as Kindle and as long as Amazon has life, it's going to live on. The YouTube video is going to live on for a very long time. As long as YouTube has life, people are going to see that video. They're going to see your video whenever they look up for a video about diabetes or whatever your video is about, that your ebook's about. So what happens is, you're looking at setting up 50 ebooks on Amazon, and then you're looking at shooting about 50 videos, one video for each ebook. Once you set it up, you let it go, you move on to the next project. Boom, you've just created an asset for yourself. How much is it going to bring in? You don't know. Let's say you set that up with 50 ebooks and 50 videos, and that's bringing you in $100 to $200 a month. Oh, this is pretty cool. I just created an extra $100 to $200 a month for myself. Alright, you put in maybe a month of work. You put in maybe a month's work doing that. Not too much work, really, if you think about it, for an extra $100 to $200 a month. What happens if it was 100 ebooks? What happens, and this is what's cool at Kindle Publishing Pro, every ebook that you make, you can put a link in it to your other ebooks, So, if you got like 7 ebooks and they all deal with cancer recipes for people who have cancer, or if we're all dealing with diabetes recipes, smoothies for people on diabetes, smoothies for people who have diabetes, or raw dishes for people with diabetes, or whatever you do. If you have these themed books and then you link them all together, I mean, now you're going to get sales from the books being linked together. You're going to get sales from your YouTube videos, funneling traffic to your Amazon account. And on top of that, you got 50 videos on a YouTube channel. Now you're going to be making ad revenue from your YouTube channel. You have 2 revenue streams right there, one from YouTube and one from Amazon. Both of them are funneling into your bank account for a month's work. Very simple, very easy. So, you know, it's a deterrent for the non-committal, you know. People who can't commit are deterred by having to make a YouTube video. They're deterred by having to buy a piece of software. These are the people that you don't have to worry about. They're not competition for you. You know, success is for the obsessed. Success is for the committed. People who are committed to something, they succeed. I mean, if you're turned off by having to buy a $27 program, then, hey, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you're turned off by having to make a few YouTube videos, why don't you just go back and get your job at the mall or something? I don't know. Just go rent your time out to another person who's more willing to take a risk, because that's what you're doing, folks. When you go to work at a job where they pay you 10 bucks an hour or 12 bucks an hour, guess what you're doing? You're renting your time out to someone who is more willing to take a risk, and they are more successful than you are because of it. They are so successful, now they have a company where they hire people to do the work. They hire people to do the work, and all they do is collect the dough. You're working for someone who's more successful than you are because they were willing to take the risk. They weren't deterred. They weren't deterred by hearing, oh, I got to make an investment in a $27 piece of software. Oh, I have to invest all this time into making these videos. I don't want to do that. Well, go back to work. Go back to work. You're going to be punching in and punching out for the rest of your life. I don't want that for anybody, you know. So, I guess, you know, and I hate to be kind of harsh. I don't mean to be harsh with you guys. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, you know, approach it with an open mind. Understand that just because the internet's easy, that doesn't mean it's easy to make money on the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's not. The only way it's easy is that many times you don't have to put up as much capital to make it work for you. That's one of the ways it's easy. So, anyways, yeah, look at it like a project. Like I said, this isn't a job. Like the little demo I described in the last video, the little business strategy I planned out for you guys. Look at it like a project. Hey, I'm gonna make 20 ebooks, or even 10. Hey, I'm gonna make 10 ebooks. I'm gonna make a video for each ebook to support it. See what happens. All it's gonna cost you is a little time. So try it out. See what happens. If you make a little bit of money on it, put more time into it, put more work into it. See, about that last video, the funny thing is I gave you guys a strategy that's proven. I've already done it. I know it works. It works for me even now. So it definitely works. But you know, that's the funny thing about it. You know, you give people a road, they're not all going to take it. You know, I give you a road, but many will not take it. You must be concise with your intent, and above all, you must execute. You must execute. You can have like a vague notion about what you want to do, right? I'd like to do this. Yeah, someday I'd like to do that. No, I mean, it'll never happen. You must be clear about your goals, and you must execute. You have to go, go, go. And if you don't do that, it will never happen. I mean, be clear. Be clear with yourself. Be honest with yourself about what you want, and then execute. Make it happen. That's the only way it's going to happen. And trust me, folks, I lost a dear friend of mine last year. He was 48 years old, actually just a few months ago. 48 years old, man. Died of cancer, you know. You know, and I think about that every day, you know. You have to execute. I mean, you don't know how long you have left on this earth. So that's one thing you have to understand. Time is your most valuable asset. You don't know how much of it you have. Everything else is relative. Time is just, I mean, it's so valuable. You don't know how much you have. I suggest you use your time wisely. Use it in a way that will make you happy. We all have to earn a living, right? We all have to make money. We need it. Figure out a way to make it that makes you happy. That's my message to you. If you want to be independent, if you have this dream of being financially independent, go for it. You know, latch onto it. Don't give up. Success is the only option. You have to be obsessed with it. Anyways, this video, I hope it wasn't too like random and all over the place. The message is, even though the internet's easy, making money on the internet is not easy. It has a lot of the same principles and strategies when it comes to making money off the internet. It comes down to, you have to be obsessed with the success. You have to work hard. You have to be vigilant, determined, and willing to learn from your mistakes and try to improve yourself. Anyways, I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. If it has, please like. I know it was a little long-winded. Please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that immensely. I need all the subscribers I can get. And I will catch up with you guys next time. Zero Fats out of here. Peace.